So, following on from last session, you had all woken up to the sound of fighting and the siege. You went down to the gates over at the Bravantep district, just in time to see the gates being broken down. A horde of barbarians coming through, one man clad in black armor, alongside a massive ogre carrying 4 smaller goblins. And through the midst of the bloodshed, you all stormed in, ready to fight down the oppressors. And it was, without a doubt, the most harrowing fight you had ever found yourselves caught in. Each of you had managed to go down at least once. B, you nearly were carted off to God knows where. But in the end, your fellow half-orc warriors, all of them slain. The village, even though the invaders didn't actually get to it, the loss of that many half-orcs has just highlighted the need for them to relocate. And that's where we left off. Remio, you were the one that was searching through the paladin's belongings after you killed him. Well, actually, after the Luminos killed him by holding onto his hand and pumping him full of necrotic energy.
Allowed the hand and give you a pump, don't you worry, love.
We found an orb cage and a sneaky little letter.
The letter advising this paladin to keep the adventurers alive for the time being. They were to be unspoilt. And yes, you did find a cage which just so happened to fit the orb that you had recovered from the Jade Blood Temple. Perfect.
When they say adventurers, do they mean us?
You can assume that you were the adventurers that were mentioned.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
17.
Insight check on a letter.
Do these words say what they think they do?
He's reading between the lines.
Hard to tell at this distance.
Intelligence say 17. The dice don't lie.
From what I remember, Luminos sent off a lizard buddy to try and find folk in Graventoll, forewarn them that we might be coming, and then we went back to Beeg's hut for a longer rest.
So you're all fully healed if you're not already.
Mm-hmm.
Luminos, you paid up one of your new lizard friends a gold piece and asked them to go all the way to Graventoll to notify someone that you are on your way.
I hope he's fun. Stop it.
I can't leave you alone for 2 minutes.
So sorry, I just couldn't. I'm gonna stop, okay.
That's why I open it and just leave it.
Why don't you make it 10 by 10?
Look at how big I am. Oh.
This is a surefire way to get attacked by everything at first round of combat.
I'm massive. You got me. Right, so boys.
Okay, so you all wake up in the morning. Thankfully this time, I say in the morning, you woke up in the morning anyway. You fought for a bit and then went back to bed. So
we did.
If anything, it's getting close to evening now.
I don't know if I could speak for the orc or the dwarf, but I really needed that rest.
Aye, that was a very long experience.
I nearly died.
Aye, we all nearly died.
That's what we're saying.
I needed that rest. Who wants a pie?
Oh, are you going to cook for us?
So it's...
Yeah, I've got plenty of those materials in here from
Go on,
the
mate,
previous pie.
Get fucking cooking. I could do with some snap.
I'm going to make some ogre eye jelly pie.
Right.
You'll love it.
Well, Beeg is cooking in his little hut, can I walk outside the hut? Does it look like the tribe is packing up, ready to go?
So during your slumber, you can see that there are quite a few half-orcs that are going to and from. Some of them got small crates. Some of them have packed rucksacks and bags, pretty much with any sort of belongings, which between half-orcs is few and far between. It's mainly just supplies. But you can see that they are preparing to move out. No one's sort of had second thoughts during your rest. They are prepared to move out as soon as.
Yeremia,
Yeah.
where did we send them off to again? Where are they going? I popped me noggin, I were kind of asleep for that bit.
So
I'm not sure we said where they were going.
So they mentioned after Jez found you after the end of your last conflict, he mentioned that because the district was nowhere near safe, for one thing, most of their warriors were either dead or injured, and their main gate had been completely ransacked as well. So they're going off towards another district within the Kiglang range.
Amazing.
They've not decided which one yet.
Is it QT 3.14'sville by any chance?
Maybe.
It's good down there.
Which direction are they heading in?
Is it south?
They're looking to go east.
Ah, no.
And we'll be heading north.
Yeah, you're going to be heading towards where the gate was, and you're going to go north from there. You're essentially going to follow the path the attackers took.
Well, yeah. After this
Assuming
pie.
you're going to go to Gravental, which, from what I've gathered, it sounds like that's your plan, but who am I to question?
Well, I mean, shall we discuss? Is there anything left unsaid? Are we just off to Gravental after this meal?
I think we should have a scoot up there.
Boys, I'm ready for another grand adventure.
I mean, we could probably make camp and stop another night to save us from travelling through the night.
I'm not sure travelling through the night would be terrible.
I think it'd be fine.
All right, fair enough.
Do any of us have any idea how far it is to Gravental?
A long way.
Make a survival check.
Don't need to do that.
Anyone can.
I've got +3 on survival.
Yep, me too. 22.
22? All right then. So I'd say that's more than enough. So Aremio, you've never been to Gravental yourself. It's even during your travels, Gravental is completely the other side of the continent compared to Anchalad. So it's simply just a case of you've not been there yet. But you've heard quite a bit about it. You know, like it's one of the premier excavation sites for the recovery of hidden relics from a bygone age. And you know it is very close by. You'd say it's roughly about maybe 20 miles or so.
20 miles or so.
We can walk that.
We could cover that in a day.
Well, when would we like to get there? Do we want to get there early in the morning and have to find somewhere to lodge, or shall we stop here the night, make sure everybody can move off fine, and get off in the morning?
I reckon we just take. I mean, we went through a lot of shit earlier, so I reckon we stop a night here, save us getting there in bang it middle at night, and then not being able to find anywhere to camp.
Tell you what then, boys. I'll make this pie. We'll have a few ales, and then that should put us to sleep again. And then we should be able to get up quite early, crack a spanner.
I'm gonna say as soon as light breaks, we should get up and move on.
Just before light break, I'd say.
Yeah.
We'll need a few more hours sleep, and then we should be able to get there by I don't know, say midday.
Midday, we could get there earlier than that. Cover 20 mile in what?
With your stubby legs, I'm not
I'm
so
carrying
sure.
it.
You see, as
It doesn't.
I bet I could outrun you over a 25-foot 25-foot distance.
You've got some good acceleration, but not a better top speed.
Have you forgotten about the athletic prowess of Luminos?
I would suggest we actually grab a ride, but I don't think there'll be any horses big enough to actually, sustain my girth.
That's an interesting thought. Do we see any mounts? Any
During
stable or
your
anything?
time here,
They must be back
you
there.
notice that you've not actually seen any sort of mount.
We don't really have many mounts around here. We just kind of ate them. Yeah, they are tasty.
All right, Findus.
I mean, I'm kind of like against it.
Okay, you get cooking that
I am.
fire.
I'm going to say get cooking, Cocker, and then we'll find some beer and
Just
make the way for
outside
it.
of the hut, Luminos. Just outside of the hut, right? Take a left. 2
Right.
minutes down road. Brewery.
Is it not all packed up?
No.
Make a perception check.
You might just be able to grab him before he goes.
Well,
No one's actually been down there, so.
I'll have a walk down and see whether the bloke's there.
All right then.
Come with you. I'll head with you. We'll leave the housewife cooking.
All right then. So Aremio and Luminos, you leave Big to his cooking, and you make your way back down the path. On the way, you do pass the hut that Hikafer was living in during her stay here. Looks to be empty as you pass.
Bitch.
Can I quickly nip inside? If there's no one
Yeah, you
around.
can nip in.
I'm looking for any valuables.
All right. Make a perception check. No, investigation check.
Investigation. Right. Because I gave her a gem.
You sure did.
I wonder if she's left it behind. Investigation 22.
22. Iremio, as you go into the hut, the first thing that you notice is that this hut has been wrecked. The furniture that was there when you first saw her, the table and chairs, completely shattered. They had been thrown against walls, splintered. From what you can gather, it looks like someone just took out their anger as soon as they got here.
I wonder why.
Interesting.
You do rummage through the splinters and the broken wood, and you do notice, tucked away in the corner, dented into the wall, is the gem that you had given them.
At this point, I'd like to just enter the room and be like, "What are you doing?
This is mine.
What the fuck's it do? What's it doing
I've
here?"
got plans for this. Well, I gave it to the big woman.
Yeah, but if you got
See,
if you got plans
when
for
we
it, why'd you give it to her?
Thought when we came here that we were coming here to help Big woo this large animal, but turns out he had other plans. In part of my supporting him, I, paid her off. And I just wondered, since that's all gone awry, if I could recoup my investment.
Right, fair enough. I can appreciate that.
I'm gonna pick it out of the wall.
Okay. And that just it easily comes out of the wall, falls into your palm. You do also notice the plates that you had provided the pie on, the pie is completely gone.
Oh, the pie's gone.
She's an angry eater.
Oof.
While those two are gone, can I just quickly nip underneath the table, throw away the rug, and underneath a secret stash of various spirits, alcohols, all that kind of stuff. And can I just lay it out on the table? Because the pie is pretty much close to being done now. So when those guys get back, they get a really nice surprise.
Yeah, okay. That's fine by me.
Sick.
Right, cool. And then let's make his way back down to the fucking pub.
Well, if there's a stool or a table that's left standing, I'll kick that over.
There isn't. You assume that it's Yukafa that's done this, and she was quite thorough.
Well, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of her.
I wouldn't like to get on any side of her, I'm not gonna lie.
I think Big would like to get on the inside of her.
Did you not? I'm just... No.
Come on. It's pub time. What do you...
Off to this brewery.
Let's buy a barrel for tonight.
I don't know about buy. I was gonna say, we've saved you. We'll walk and talk as we're doing this. We've saved you from this ogre and everything like that. Do you have anything free?
A bloke's losing his home.
I would have lost his life without us.
Shut up, you.
So, Remio and Luminos, you make your way back into the tavern, and it is completely vacant of any sort of patrons. You do hear someone in the back.
Just bang on a nearby table and shout, hello.
You hear the sound stop, and coming from the back is a large, portly half. Sweat running down his brow. He comes up to the counter. Hey, lads. You two. Big's friends, aye?
Aye, it's us.
Yeah, we know Big.
Big knows us.
Aye, and everyone here knows you as well now, lads. Sorry to say, lads, but I mean, I'm not really in business.
No, don't you worry about that. We were just thinking about do you have any barrels of ale left that we could take off your hands?
He laughs and he goes, any other time, lad, and I told you to fuck off, but things being what they are, you're actually doing me a favour. And he goes into the back, and from another side door, it swings open as he's now just pushing his barrel towards you. I didn't know what to do with this. I didn't want to leave it here. It's decent stuff. Didn't want it falling in wrong hands if anyone was wandering by. But I mean, I can't really take it with me either. So, hey, if you're going to make use of it, then by all means.
I think we're well due a good drink tonight, aren't we, my pal?
I think we are. So that'll be you and our green friends sorted. I'll look at the barrel, frown a bit. I don't mean to be rude or demanding, having saved your life or anything, but do you happen to have anything for a more refined palate? Any wine, spirits, things that don't singe the nose hairs?
Have you got any juice boxes for my friend here?
I don't know about not being able to singe your hairs, but I might have something. It's not really something anyone really asks for. And
can't imagine so. Around.
And he goes back into the back. You can hear him rummaging about. You can hear something shatter at one point, and he swears. And he comes back a few minutes later, and he's got a bottle of a very clear liquid. I don't know. I mean, I tried having a swig of this once. It's not for me, lads. Honestly, again, you'd be doing me a favour. And he hands you a bottle of clear spirit.
I'll take it. Thank you very much, Orc Frank.
I know you said we're doing you a favour, but how much do you want for these?
I mean, if you're paying, lads, I mean, it don't feel right asking for payment after you've bloody saved our lives.
Yeah,
I put on a good show the other day. What I mean,
look,
maybe a couple of gold for the barrel.
Hey, that's no problem. Look, you get yourself right as soon as you get to wherever you guys are going, and then I'll just rummage about and produce two pieces of gold for the man.
You good, lads?
Oh, I'm not paying anything. I'm going to open the clear spirit, take a sniff and a sip, and
Okay.
say thank you.
So,
Make it clear that I'm not paying.
he smiles and nods at you, Lunos. He nods at you, Aremio. And right then, lads. If that's all, I mean, I've got a lot to get shifted.
Right.
I can understand.
We're going to get drunk and go back to sleep.
Fair winds and safe travels, Orc Frank.
Take care, lads. You're always welcome wherever we turn up.
Take care, pal.
Any idea where that is?
Other than the foggiest, lad. We're all following Jez at the moment, and to be honest, we've never had to move before.
Well, I wish you all the best.
Sure, you'll all be fine.
Aye. If you see any more of those guys on your travels, kill a few of them for me.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure these boots haven't seen the last jaw underneath them.
You'd have made a fine half-orc.
Well, I'm making a fine half something.
Well,
right, and then
we'll pissed with that.
I'll be wearing it by the end of the night. So, I'd like to start rolling this barrel back to Beak.
Okay then. Beak, did you want to do anything else while your friends were getting their booze?
At the minute, I've laid everything out on the table. Everyone's got their own little cups and steins and shit. Pie's in the middle. It's looking mighty fine. I'm just sat waiting for him at the minute.
I will ask you to make a performance check for that pie.
That's fine. 17.
Yep, that's fine. So.
Oh, it's +1, so 18.
Oh. Okay then. So.
That does change things.
Yeah, it changed dramatically, mate. So yeah, during your friends' escapades, you had managed to put together a pie with the materials that Jez had bought for you. You didn't really have too much in the way of filling on hand, but you've made do with the leftovers that you've had during your stay here. And yeah, you've cooked it near to perfection. Nice golden crust comes out of the oven, and yeah, you're on a roll recently. Your cooking is spectacular.
Dice don't lie.
That's not lie. And you lay that in the middle of the table. You got bottles of spirits, your cups and steins. It's probably the best spread that's been in the Raventep district for a very long time.
I'll start street swigging spirit as we're walking back.
Okay then, so as you uncork your newly acquired bottle, it doesn't really smell of much, and you take a swig and it hits you. Not unlike the ale that you've had before, but this you can just about stomach. And even though you pull a face when you do swig it, you're back for another straight after.
So, what did they give you?
Oh, sure. Would you like to try a bit?
Oh, I've never turned my nose up at a swig of something special.
I'll wipe the rim of the bottle on my coral stash and hand it to Luminos.
I'll take a few quick sniffs and then straight into it, taking a swig. So, I think I'll be sticking to the ale tonight.
The bottle back off him and I'll say, well, the ale is that one that I had in the tavern. It really, it's put me off it for a good long time, I think.
It's
This stuff, you only need a small bottle.
aye, that's true, but where's the fun in that? Especially on a long session, I like to be able to have about 10 drinks across the night, maybe even 20. Not 10 sips, and then I'm out.
You don't have to have a mouthful every time, Luminos. It's
Aye, but it's just common
Anyway.
courtesy, pal.
It might be courtesy here, but they're all moving.
Right, so I'd say are we near enough back at Big's place?
So as you're walking and talking, taking a swig out of Arabia's mystery bottle, you do make your way back. You open the door, wheeling in your barrel, and you're pleasantly surprised to see the spread that Beak's put on for you.
Hey, look at all this.
All right, boys.
Didn't know you had it in you, Big.
We've been on the road for fucking ages. Not once have you put a spread on like this.
Not had materials, mate.
Well, there's a pan.
Nothing
I
to
think-
put in that.
I speak for all of us when I say we'll endeavour to make sure you've got materials going forward.
Hey,
I just like to put something out there, boys. It's a bit emotional for me because I don't think I'll be seeing this place for the rest of my life now. Everyone's moving on. It's where I grew up. It's where I was born, pretty much, and I kind of want to make something a little bit special for the wee travellers that I've got with me.
I appreciate it.
It's very lovely of you, that.
I'd like to divert both your attention to these specific drinks that I've got here as well. You see, being a chef, I've been experimenting with various liquids to build new flavours. Over here, I think I have something, what is known as a wine, I think.
I'll jab Remio in the ribs and go, aye, that one's for you, the fucking grape juice.
No, that's not one.
And over here, I've been playing around with some single malt. It's whiskey.
Oh, that just sounds lovely.
I think that one's for thee.
Well, you
Alright.
little charmer.
I'm pretty sure whiskey doesn't exist in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, but we can pretend.
I mean, why can't it?
I know.
Hey, if you can make it plausible, then sure, why not?
I mean, that's the backstory. I'm a chef that's been experimenting his many years of life here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit boring.
I'm pretty sure at one point someone would have been like, I mean, ale's fine, but what if I can make something that's not ale?
What could I do with this grain?
Well, there's grape juice. Maybe if I made grain juice. Okay.
It's interesting, this grain juice.
Smells strong, yes?
I can see you've made us a pie as well. What flavour is this pie? What fillings? have
Ogre
you got
eye
here?
juice.
Ogre eye juice. Jelly
Yeah.
pie.
Oh, it's like I don't know. I can't see. I can't tell whether this are being nice or not.
Don't knock it till you try it, lads.
Aye. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
trust.
anything one?
You've
I'll
not
trust
recoiled
your
from the
cooking.
smell, so we're on to a winner.
Does it smell nice?
You smell mixed. You feel like whatever the underlying smell was, it seems to have been masked by whatever else that Beak had on hand. It doesn't smell unpleasant, but you get the feeling that you're not getting the full picture.
Mystery eye pie.
No, ogre eye pie.
Mystery eye pie.
Okay, so you all take your seats, take a drink. Would anyone like to eat the pie?
I'll take a slice.
I'd like to wait until Beeg eats the pie.
Okay, so Beeg, I'm assuming Beeg wants to eat the pie.
I'm the biggest one, so I have half, and then them two can have quarter.
All right then. So Beeg.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, 1 minute. I have half. Iremio has 40%, and the other 10% goes to Luminous.
What the fuck's this?
You're small.
Aye, but I've got a big fucking appetite.
All right, 35% goes to Iremio.
Hang on.
Alright, no. Alright, 50% for me, and then 25% for Reston.
Alright then, so Beeg
Even split.
Beeg and Luminous are likely both to make Constitution saving throws.
Come on, it were a good pie. I cooked it beautifully.
I'm taking that into account.
Go on, boys.
No, I get +3. That's an 11.
11? Beeg?
Oh, what's my Constitution?
Your saving throws +7.
Oh, well, yeah, smashed it. 22.
8.
Okay then, so Beeg, you dig into your pie and yeah, you must be the greatest chef that has ever graced these lands, and you just start shoveling the rest of this pie in. This is an absolute delicacy.
You could say that.
Luminous, you take your first bite, and at first the mix of textures is overwhelming, but it's not horrible, and you just about manage to keep your food down. And even though you start questioning yourself about why you've decided to try and eat this, you find yourself going back for a second bite. It wasn't terrible.
Ah, so you like it.
Look, I tell you, after you get over the initial shock, I swear to God, it's not that fucking bad.
Ah, exactly. Now Luminos is getting it.
I'll eat a little bit of the pastry and then chase it with the spirit.
All right then, just for the pastry, I'll make a roll.
Just for the pastry, to be polite.
Okay then, so you start nibbling away at the pastry.
I'm gonna push the rest of it around to make it look like I've eaten.
Okay.
More filling for Luminos, really.
Remio, I'll like you to make a sleight of hand check.
I knew you were gonna ask for stomach. 19.
Beeg, make a perception check.
That's so disadvantage.
I will say because it's fairly close by, not a disadvantage.
3.
Beeg, as far as you're concerned, this meal has been a smash hit. They've both loved it.
Spot on, lads.
Aye, thank you for putting that together. I mean, it was cracking once you get over the weird fucking gristly bits and the jelly textures. But, aye, spot on. I didn't think I'd find myself eating ogre eye jelly, but...
Nah, neither did I, actually. I think I did a good job with that.
It was fantastic, Big.
Oh, you still got some left there, pal. Do you wanna finish that off?
Oh no, it's fine.
No, Remio, come here. Here comes the aeroplane.
And
I'm gonna sit there and stare at Luminos.
I'm gonna give him a wink.
And as you're all celebrating tonight, about halfway through, you hear a knock on the door, and as you open it, it's Jez who comes through the door.
I have a door.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine it just being like a hut with some like.
It's not necessarily a very well made door, but you do have a door.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, Jez.
All right, lads. See you celebrating. Just wanted to say goodbye to you, really.
Oh, Jez, come here, and I embrace him.
He returns the embrace.
And we do like that proper harsh back pat thing with a fist.
Yeah. You're slightly winded from that.
Yeah, Jez is a big lad.
Yeah, he's getting on in his years, but that doesn't make him any less strong.
I have a lighter pat to him because, I respect him.
Yeah. Hey, looks like we've got everything in order now. We've already made tracks. Thinking about stopping by the Navarra district first.
Ah.
I mean, they're closest. We don't have too much of a beef with them. Seems like a good place as any to see if they'll have us.
Jez, my friend, I wish you the safest journey in your travels. I messed that up.
Given how much you've drunk, that's fine.
I was going to say, how much have we had to drink at this point?
Yeah, you're already pretty well into your drinks at this point.
Jez, I hope to see you again at some point in the future, but I can't make no promises.
Lad, you'll be seeing me again. You won't
I
be
hope
keeping
so.
me down.
Ah.
Someone's got to look after this lot.
They do, aye.
Right then, lads. And as he turns around, before he does take a random bottle from the table, takes a swig. Be seeing you.
Hey, let's all toast to Jez. And I raise a glass.
It's toast to Jez.
I'll raise the bottle that I've been drinking from.
Safe journeys, Jez.
He nods
We'll
at
be
you all.
thinking of you.
He's got a massive grin on his face. And he steps out.
He's a legend.
Don't be smiling, he's just wiped some grain juice.
And you continue the rest of your celebration into the early hours.
Yes.
Big. You're leaving
Yep.
this place. You don't ever expect
Never.
to return. Come outside with me.
I fall asleep.
Alright.
No, I go outside with you.
You remember this tree that I planted for you?
Yes.
I wish I hadn't have done that.
I might return to this place at some point. But it was a nice gesture until, of course, everyone left.
Well, if the huts are gone, you'll at least know to return to this tree.
This tree will be planted as a memory of what happened here.
You subverted our expectations.
I should have
And we
probably
got-
told you about the whole not actually wanting to go out with Hugitha thing.
It's fine. I got back, when we were chatting her up for you. I gave her an emerald, but I went back by her place and she just, she left, but she just left it nice and neatly on the table for us.
Wow, what an idiot. I know.
I know.
Can I tell you about the exact time that I decided I didn't want to be with Hugitha?
Yes.
When I saw your beautiful eyes.
And I punched him on the shoulder and then sit under the tree.
I'm just joking with you, Monk. It was the second I saw her again.
I understand.
She is not a
completely.
nice human being. I mean, or half-orc. I'm too hammered. She's
not a nice
not a nice
person.
half-orc at all. You know, I could hear her screaming when you were talking to her, and I were in the pub, and I didn't like that.
Life.
You cut out then, Mark.
That's life.
Around about what time is it, Dungeon Master?
It's around about midnight at this point.
We should probably get some kip.
Completely quiet. Everyone seems to have already left.
Probably get some kip. I mean, I'm suitably sloshed around about now, boys.
I'm seeing 2 trees.
Everything all right?
I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
I worried that was me.
What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, I was just wondering why you were muted. That's all.
Yeah. No. Paris was just calling me.
Cool. Right.
But yeah.
So, unless anyone else has anything else they want to do during the night.
I'm gonna meditate under the tree and probably sleep outside.
Okay.
Good choice.
So there's Romeo outside.
I'll sleep on any nice bit of rock that you've got.
Well, Beeg's still got its spare bit of kit for sleeping in.
Aye, there was
when you slept in
a
last
spare
time.
beds, weren't there? Yeah, I'll spread out on that.
Got a bit more room now that Romio's outside underneath a tree. So.
Aye, the fat cunt.
Luminos.
Aye.
I'm nipping to bed now. If you need help, just kick me.
Aye, I will.
Are you comfy enough, lad? Do you need what else? Do you need some hay pillows?
No, I'm all right. I'm fine. Just how I am, pal.
If you need to turn fire up, you're a big lad. You can do it this end.
I don't worry about that. I'm nice and cosy as it is, so I think I'll just be leaving it on its own.
Legend. And as soon as I said that, I literally flopped to the bed and pass out almost immediately.
All right then.
Right. Well, that's one way to end a conversation.
Okay. So with Romeo and Beeg out for the count, anything you want to do before you go to bed, Luminous?
Well, I'll just take my gauntlets off and take my chainmail off. I'm assuming it'll make quite a bit of racket, but I think Beeg's a big lad. He'll probably sleep straight through it.
Beeg doesn't hear a thing. Beeg's gone.
Aye, so de-armoured. I'll just I'll get some kip.
All right. So you all go to sleep, and come morning, it's perfectly quiet. There's no screaming, no urgency. It's just the morning that you were expecting yesterday. I would also like you all to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Knew it.
You drank so much last night.
Knew it. Fuck.
5.
10.
Fucking hell. 7.
Shit.
You all wake up to this beautiful morning, and you are all fucking hungover.
Boys, I can't fucking see.
I think at this point, I am like the least hungover out of the lot, right?
You are the least hungover.
But still, it's horrendous.
Owing more to the fact that you're used to your drinks, you're used to this ale, and you're a big lad, but you still had quite a lot.
I've not sampled my own supply yet. I don't really know what that thing tasted like before we had it. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, you all had a great night, but you're paying the price for it now.
Why are you speaking so loud?
I'm sorry.
Stop shouting.
You both
Fucking
hear a
hell.
soft groaning outside. Oh.
I run outside real quick and be like,
Remio,
Remio, are you okay?
Oh, on my hands and knees, white.
His eyes are only half open. You can see just
On the
a few
tree.
paces away. You can see this empty bottle that's rolling down the hill.
All right.
I
feel like-
step out the hut and just shield my eyes from the burning outside.
I best get you boys some water.
Oh, I need fucking something. Oh, I've not felt this bad since yesterday when we got the shit kicked out of us.
Luminos,
Oh, why are you so loud?
have you got a healing potion?
I'm not fucking using it on a hangover. Grow up,
Please.
you fucking pansy.
If only we had that pie now, lads.
No.
Oh,
I'm thinking back to the pie. I'm gonna retch a bit more.
I'm on about the good pie.
Unwrapped.
Just
Who was like that shot of Ash with that fucking hot dog coming out of his mouth. That's what noise he makes.
Wow, what a day that was.
I know this area pretty well, so I know where like a nearby stream would be, or at least a source of water, right? So I can just go and grab some for these boys.
Yeah, so it's a few minutes away from the district, but there is a stream that comes down from a nearby peak.
Actually, is it on the way to the place that we need to get to anyway?
It's a little bit out of the way, but not too far. You can make a small detour as you're going down.
Might as well do that then.
Fuck it, big. I'll come with you.
We might as well all go, really. I mean, it's only a small detour. Alright, I said to the boys, right, little detour, but I know of a fine source of some water, boys, so...
Oh, good. I think we need to refill all this fucking knapsacks and stuff.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
it's been a
give
while
me a
since-
minute to fucking sit down and get my shit together. I just
Yeah.
like to plonk down and stare at the ground for at least 5 minutes.
Luminos.
What?
How bad is it?
I mean, I've had worse. I just need to get through these next 5 minutes, get my armour on, and I'll be good to go.
Yeremia! I think he's dead.
I wish I were dead.
Well. we're
Right,
good
well, I'm not that fucking pathetic.
I rolled a 4, a 5.
If we rolled a 1 on that Werbo, what would have happened? Would one of us die?
2 death saving throws.
You
Um,
choked in your own vomit in your sleep.
You wouldn't have died, but you probably wouldn't have been setting off that day.
Fucking would have. I would have carried it.
If it was you.
Oh, God. Drag me.
Would have fucking left him.
Now, thankfully none of you got a 1, but no, none of you met the save.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, okay, I'll go and get my gauntlets on and we'll get ready.
Cool.
When we get to this stream, I'm going to take my sandals off and stand downstream and just stand in the stream for a bit.
Okay, so after you've all prepared and got all your gear together, you slowly trudge off with Beak in the lead, pointing out little things along the way. And about 10 minutes later, you do find this stream. It's a fairly small one, but it's still large enough that you can refill your sacks, have a nice refreshing drink of water, and for you, Romeo, you can go further downstream and just soak it in.
I'm just gonna get on my knees and just splash my face with the water, and just literally dip my face in every now and again, and just take massive gulps.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do the same. I've regressed past all point of civility, trying to get rid of this hangover, and I feel like I could use a good splash of water on the face.
How deep is the stream?
It's only a fairly shallow one. It only just about covers your feet, Romeo.
I'll go onto my knees then and splash into my face as well.
So you all take the time to just try and freshen yourself or try and wake yourselves up.
Do we feel better yet?
You feel slightly better. There's still a pounding headache, but it's slightly dulled.
Nice. Oh, boys, I needed that.
I do feel better, I do feel better. I'd like to take the time to refill my water skin.
Yeah. So you all take a few minutes collecting the water into your various skins. You feel confident that it'll last you at least until your next stop.
Hey, that'll do.
And with everything in order, you prepare to set off. Before you go, B, is there anything you'd like to do as you're leaving your home?
I'd just like to take one glance at it and just have a little remember all the little memories I had there. Just really take it all in, take a big deep breath, and then turn away.
And all three of you make your way down towards the gate. Behind you, the brand new tree that Romeo had planted softly sways in the breeze as you make your way off towards your next destination.
I chose this path.
I wonder if that lizard's got there yet.
Well, to be fair, I hope he has. I don't think he'll have stopped. I don't think he'll have stopped and drank an entire barrel of fucking ale on his way.
Well, it was the sporting thing to give him a head start.
It wasn't a race. I mean, we paid the wee fella to do a job.
I was expecting to pass him on the road, that's all. Maybe get that gold back off.
Why is it that was my gold?
Why is the monk caring so much about wealth?
You're turning into a wee arsehole recently.
Recently?
I've been out in the world for 3 years now, and I've learned one thing, is that it runs on gold.
Aye. Well,
If you want anything, take gold.
well, yeah, you can't argue with that. Sometimes if you want to smile, it doesn't cost anything.
Smile if you give me 5 silver.
I don't want to see your smile.
And nor will you.
Okay, fucking hell, you're a bit moody today.
And then I'll smile.
See, that one was free.
It's a taster.
I don't like it, I won't be paying.
That'll be my 5 gold back, thanks.
Wait, what?
I'll walk a bit ahead of him.
Okay. So as you make your way down, you pass the base of the mountains. Keep-on range now behind you, and in front of you is vast rolling plains. Every so often, scattered with a selection of trees. It's not anywhere near a forest, but there's still enough trees to just break up the landscape here and there.
Are there any animals around? Like birds or so?
Make a perception check.
With disadvantage.
Can I help him if he's not rolled
You
yet?
can help him.
Help me, please.
Well, how does that work if you've got advantage? If you've got disadvantage and I'm helping?
Does it cancel it out?
That would cancel it out.
Alright, right. I roll. Yeah, I rolled an 8. I didn't see shit.
Well, I mean, with an 8, you look up, Big. You do see a few birds flying across the sky. You can see some shapes in the distance, but you can't really make out what exactly they are. It's not an empty field by any stretch of your imagination. But in your immediate vicinity, it seems fairly quiet.
I'm just saying, if I could get the chance, I'd like to use my bee sense to have a little chat with one of the birds and see if they could have a little scout forward, see if they can see anything interesting on our path to Graben Toll.
Yeah. So you've only just started your journey, but immediately Big makes this decision, and you all spend the next 10 minutes while Big starts communicating with the birds.
Are we on a road? Is it a road cutting through these plains?
You don't see a road from where you are. Well, actually, no, because this would be a path that traders would use sparingly. So there is a path. It's not very well maintained, but you imagine that it would link up to a more well-trodden path that would then take you where you need to go.
Gotcha.
And so, after a few minutes, Speak, you notice one of the ships in the sky gets bigger, closer, and within maybe about a minute or so, this bird lands on your finger like a Disney princess.
Oh,
And it's, if you think like a robin, but like a lot larger.
hello, little friend. And what's your name?
Pierce.
Pierce?
Yeah,
That's a very beautiful name.
I know. It's mine.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
What's yours?
Oh, mine's Big. You know,
Oh.
that's what they call me.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Big. What can I do for you?
Well, we're on a little adventure, you see, to a place called Graben Toll. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
Oh yeah, it's over there. And he like nudges its head towards the general direction.
Oh, brilliant. You're a helpful little fellow, aren't you?
Well,
I'm just wondering if you could help us with a little bit of something, and we'll give you something in return.
Alright, what you got?
I'm just wondering if you could have a little fly overhead on our little journey and just, you know, warn us of anything that you might see heading our way.
It cocks its head towards you and goes, alright. What do I get?
Well, what would you like? You know, I'm a chef. I'm a really good one at that as well. I managed to make ogre eye juice taste really good.
I'm not really interested in ogre eye juice, but I'll take any like little bits of food if you got it. Got any berries?
Well,
Any berries?
well, we're down here. I'm pretty good. I've got some good survival instincts. I could find some berries in return for your observations and protections, you know?
It starts jumping to and fro on your finger, and he goes, "All right. If you keep on going down this way, then you find me some berries. I'll find you. I'll let you know what's going on. You feed me some berries, and we will call our business concluded from there."
You have very good English. you are incredible at communicating. Let's
I'm
call
talking
it a
bird.
deal.
If anything, your bird's impeccable.
To those guys, does it just look like a win? Tweet, 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 tweet,
Yes.
tweet. Amazing. Okay, right, cool. the deal is settled then. Let us be on our way, and I'll be passively looking out for some berries, and I'll let my friends here know as well, to just try and find as many berries as we can.
He starts jumping again. Even though birds aren't the most expressive of animals, you get from the tone of his voice that he is very excited that it took the opportunity to speak to you.
Very well then,
I'll see
Pierce.
you in a bit.
Thank you very much.
Takes off from your finger and it starts flying off.
Dope power. Remio, Luminos, we're just going to be heading in this direction. The bird's going to look out for any enemies or anything of interest heading our way. Just, keep an eye out for some berries if you can.
It's a berry.
Why did you say it like berries? Yes, Remio, Luminos, any berries you can find, and we're going to feed our little friend up there.
Right, okay, I'll keep my eye out for berries.
You're going to especially need to keep your guys' eyes out because I only have one and it's hard for me.
Alright then, Big. I'll make an active effort. I will actually look.
To be fair, you've got good survival like me, so we should probably be able to find some berries quite easily on the way.
Okay. So you start making your way down this beaten track. Eventually, you do manage to link up with the main road, or at least one of the main roads. Along the way, would everyone like to make a survival check?
Hi.
13.
17.
What do I get? I get +3. 17.
17, okay. Sorry, did you get 13 in Romeo? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Romeo, you don't find quite as many berries as the rest of them, simply because you just don't notice in time. By the time you do notice that there's a bush of berries, either Luminos or Beak is already there, just gathering as many as they could. But you do still manage to find a sizable amount. And between you all, you've got quite a substantial amount of berries. Probably
Amazing.
way more than you need.
I mean, it's only a little bird.
Exactly.
I've just said to them, right, boys, pass me the berries here. We'll keep a substantial amount for ourselves, and I'm going to try and cook these into something else that isn't a pie. Might make a nice jam or a crumble.
Okay. As you continue on, Beak, you notice a bird coming towards you.
Oh fuck, boys, get ready. Right.
And it dives down this time. It's not this graceful landing that you had before. You stick out your finger instinctively, and you notice the same bird, Pierce, land on your finger. Like, oh no. There's trouble.
What is it, Pierce?
Along the path, there's a couple of humans.
How many?
Oh, it's not the humans that are the problem. There's gnolls.
There's what?
Gnolls.
Oh, how many of those are there?
It takes a moment and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right. I gave him. I flick him a little berry, and I just turn around to the boys and I say, "Hey, there's 6 gnolls attacking some humans along this path."
You'll know it when you see it. There's like one of those big cart things.
Was a big cart thing?
Yeah.
Wait.
Did that fucking bird just tweet at me?
Beeg is confused because he did not know Luminos could also speak bird, and the bird could understand Luminos.
Let's ignore that part.
Very quick translation there,
yes,
Beeg.
yes, that is exactly what happened.
So yeah, does it look like the gnolls are attacking the humans?
Yeah.
Does it look like they had quite a big cat?
I mean, pretty big.
And how many humans are there, did you say?
Only saw 2. One of them looked injured.
I flick him another berry. Boys, what do you say? Do we help our human friends, or human potential friends, or human strangers, and knock out some gnolls? Because I fancy doing some gnoll bashing, but we can't just ignore it.
Would your bird friend know if they looked wealthy or not?
I can always ask. I turn to Pierce and I say, Pierce, I don't suppose they were wearing anything shiny or nice looking, were they? Or did they look of wealthy persuasion?
Well, I mean, wealthy to a bird means a lot more than wealthy to you lot.
Wow, this bird does a lot of shit, guys.
If you're asking me if they look like they had a lot of berries, maybe.
Guys, this bird is like genuinely very good when it comes to philosophy.
Is he wise beyond his years?
Wise beyond his years. He is very self-aware.
Well,
go on.
I'm all for
it.
Sometimes it's nice to just do something nice. And if that involves killing a gnoll, would I know what a gnoll is?
Make a nature check.
I don't think I would with a natural one.
Remember,
Beeg, what's a gnoll?
I've never heard of a gnoll, but I'm just nodding.
No. Remio has never heard of one. You can make a nature check to see if you know.
What's my nature? My nature is +3. I did 8.
8. So, Beeg, you've heard of gnoll, only because they're around the vicinity of the Gigaland range. You can't say you've really met any yourself, but you have heard stories from other people when you were growing up. And from what you heard, they resemble almost like hyenas.
Yeah. Can I ask my little bird friend how fierce or dangerous these gnolls looked?
Oh, I mean, they're pretty dangerous. I saw like 3 of them. They were like running towards her. There were like a few in the back. They had like those bow things that with the arrows.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and then there was one guy. He was sat at the back as well, but he wasn't doing anything.
Brilliant. Right. Thank you very much, then, Pierce. Here's 2 berries. Can he fly a little bit so I can just put the 2 berries in his little talons?
Yeah. So you mentioned, oh yeah, can you fly? And he's like, yeah, all right.
Just hover a little bit, take the berries, and I'll just say to him, well, you can nibble on these while you watch me and my band of bros here kick some gnoll ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so I'll get up and start stretching about. Right, then is it time to fucking go?
I think it's time to use these things. Use these hands for some good. Redemption arc.
These hands were meant for smashing.
Can I just say to Luminos? Hey Luminos, there are some gnolls with bows, so let's be a bit more tactical about this. I think we need you to actually try and take those down first.
Right, okay, what's a gnoll?
Dangerous. They look a little bit like hyenas.
Oh, right, okay. What's hyena?
They look a little bit like dogs.
Right, okay, I know one of those. They're cute though.
Yeah.
Oh, we can take on a group of dogs.
Yeah, but these dogs, imagine them on steroids and very dangerous and bigger.
Right, well, I guess it's those that are going to be getting the fucking foot first.
And can somehow carry crossbows.
Right, okay.
I guess we'll pick up the pace
right
then.
boys.
Oh, well, jogging.
Me and Aremio take down the foot soldiers. You Luminos, can you get the bow guys?
Look, I'll do what I fucking want, but I will.
Okay.
It's my boy.
Right, let's do it then, boys. And then I motion off Pierce, and I say, Pierce, thank you very much for your help. Please stay with us, though. I quite like you. And there'll be more berries on the way.
As soon as you mention more berries, he's like, yeah, all right.
Speaking of more berries, I'm just going to run and get a quick beer.
Alright. I'm going to
drain my berries too.
Yep, cool. Everyone take a quick break and just make sure you got your astral ready then.
Yeah.
Cool.
One sec. Right, see you in about 2 minutes.
Boy.
Hello, fellas.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello. Groovy bot. Queued 133 tracks.
Well, while you're here then, do you want to roll for initiative?
Yeah. Are we fighting that big bird that Aethys is strong?
Yes, Pierce is the actual BB.
He's sent the paladin. Oh, that's not good. That's a 3.
Cool, just waiting for those two now then.
So I get the feeling I will be going last.
Maybe.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hey up,
Hello?
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mute it then. Cool.
Is this...
Darling,
What
go
music
on.
is this? Is this JoJo music?
No. This is the battle music.
Ah.
3.
Because there is a JoJo soundtrack that sounds exactly like this when the Pillar Men come in. And it's a banger, to be honest.
Well, apparently
God!
called for monsters.
Hmm.
Cool, is everyone back then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only heard 2 years.
I'm going to say, is Josh not back?
I swear it's just spoken.
Sorry, I would just chuck in that in because it literally is. You know what I mean?
This is not the same.
I can see how you might think, but that's only because I know.
I weren't thinking it was exactly this, but I was thinking it was in the same realm as this.
Well, too late. It's on now.
Let's do this.
All right then. So, following after Pierce, you break into a jog going up the road. You can see further on where the road splits. You can see that there is a car that's gone off the tracks and it's fallen into a ditch. And true to Pierce's word, you can see that there are two humanoid type figures. There's one that's dressed in a charcoal-like dress with gold decorations. And there is another. Where are my notes? There's my notes.
Can you fucking not, Josh?
There's actually two people working on this.
That's what I said.
And you can see that stood over this fallen figure is another humanoid figure with blonde hair tied back into a ponytail with a brown leather jacket. And as you get closer, you can see that this figure turns their head and as to spot you, they go, "Help! Help! Please!"
To be fair, I should have said to the boys, maybe seems so we know that they're actually out there, we could probably go into like an ambush formation, but I think it's too late for that now, right?
Yeah, we're past that now.
If you had mentioned beforehand, then sure, but...
Yeah, no, that's my bad.
Alright, Romeo and Dee, I'd like you both make initiative rolls.
Ugh. 9.
9! 3!
Yeah, I mean, I rolled a 3 earlier as well.
Nice.
Would you be surprised to know that that's not the worst thing that you could have rolled?
Are we all just taking a casual stroll towards each other for this fate then?
I would like to say, I am not surprised, but I am happy about the initiative rolls.
Is what it is.
It is what it is. Welcome to Moira's.
Hello, Moira.
Okay, so...
Oh wow, that bird weren't kidding, right, boys?
It certainly wasn't. So, as you break into formation...
Can't count either.
Tried its hardest. One's hiding behind a tree. Was that legit?
Don't worry about it.
You see, our bird friend can actually do magic.
The magic of Redcon. Alright then, so as you move past this humanoid creature, you get into formation. And the first thing that happens is this null is going to come toward you, Luminous.
Alright.
He is going to lunge at you with his spear.
Oh, fucking hell.
And he only gets a 10 to hit, so that completely whiffs. He lunges at you and he just goes underneath, well, actually just goes over your shoulder. He was preparing to fight someone a little bit taller, so you've kind of thrown him off his balance.
Perception shit.
The second null will come towards you, Romeo, and he is going to make a bite attack. And he's going to get a 23 to hit.
Just.
Okay. And he does 4 piercing damage as he sinks his teeth into your shoulder.
You are gonna pay for that.
It just snarls in response.
Didn't think you'd speak common.
Okay, Aremio, it is your go.
I'm gonna jam my quarterstaff down his neck.
Okay.
I don't know if I will actually. 14.
14 doesn't hit, unfortunately. So you go for the neck, however, this gnoll raises its shield and only just manages to deflect the blow.
I think we're in trouble.
I'll spin my staff around and just try and crack it on the head with my other attack.
Okay.
12.
Unfortunately, as you try and go around for a second attack, this gnoll just jumps back instead, and your blow just goes wide.
I'm gonna kick the fucker in the sternum. 11.
Unfortunately, with the that jump back, you go for a kick, and the effects from last night's drinking just hit you full force. And for a moment, you swear that there's two gnolls in front of you, and you just don't connect.
Put me on this tree.
Taking advantage of this, the third gnoll is going to ready his longbow. And he gets a natural 20. And he will ready an arrow, and this will fly towards your sternum, Romeo, and it will deal 10 piercing damage.
He's behind the tree, though.
I'll catch it.
Sorry, what was that? You catch it?
Catch it.
Okay.
If it does 10, I can't not get 10. I do 1d10 plus 9, but we'll see.
Well, I mean...
I got 12.
Yeah, so... Gnoll, even though he took advantage of this break in your defences, you managed to get enough about you that you raise your head, you see this arrow coming towards you, and you just snatch it out of midair. Do you throw it back?
Nice, that was close. I'm just gonna jab it into the tree in front of me and then stare at Knoll 3.
Okay, so instead, yeah, you just stab it into the tree, you stare daggers into this gnoll, and make an intimidation check.
Do I get any bonus to intimidation? No, 14.
The gnoll recoils slightly from this. It was confident that this was going to be a significant amount of damage, and you just completely negated all of it.
Try that again.
What would be an easy raid has quickly turned for the worse.
Good.
Beak, it's now your go.
Oh my god. Smash.
Alright then.
Reckless abandon. Activate rage. Fuck you. 19.
19 to hit. Yep, that hits. Roll for damage.
Oh wait, would it not be a 20 since I'm raging? Alright, no attacks now, ignore me.
No, it doesn't affect your attack rolls, it only affects your damage rolls.
Wow, that'd be 12.
Oh,
That was pretty sick. So, +2 for rage, and also 11. 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay then, so running towards this gnoll that tried to take on Luminos, you run up to him, great pan in hand, and you just deliver this uppercut straight into its chin. It launches off the ground ever so slightly. You do hear this crunch as you manage to dislocate its jaw.
Won't be biting anyone anytime soon. And I think, wow, that were a good attack. I'm going to try that again. Recklessly. Cool. 18.
18 hits. Roll for damage.
I'm fucking you up. Ugh. Just so I'm getting this right as well, when I'm raging I get +2 to any damage, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
instead of your +4, you get +6 instead.
Cool. So this time I did 7 damage.
7
So
damage.
I literally rolled a 1.
Alright. Okay then, so you follow up your uppercut with a side swing to the head, and it knocks it off balance. It starts staggering, and it manages to recover, and it snarls at you, but you can see blood trickling down its nose. Its jaw just hangs limp.
Nice. You know, I'm not actually upset by the fact that if I'm raging, literally the lowest I can go is 7 damage.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all, mate. Luminos is your go.
Right, so I'd like to first up. I'm going to cast. I'm gonna sort of kneel down, and at first level, just at first level, I'm just gonna tap this fella right in front of me and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
So
Roll to attack.
uh, 16.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
3d10.
I think he's gotta be fucking dead, right?
3d10 for a first level spell is disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
13, 15.
15 damage. Okay then, so following up from their beak's assault, you manage to whip up behind this knoll. You grab its shoulder, digging your fingers in with your gauntlet, and you just pumping forward this necrotic energy, and it howls out. The rest of the gnolls spin around to find the source of this terrified screech, and all I see is this crumpled mass of a gnoll.
Hey, you saw what you saw.
Alright. It is now the pack leader's go. And he is going to move. He's going to rush out of the trees. And he's going to charge at you, Luminos.
Uh-oh.
He's fast.
Actually, he only needs to move here. And he is going to make an attack with his glaive.
Uh-oh.
Okay, first hit was a 17.
That does not hit.
Okay, and his second attack
That's sick.
is a natural one. So
He's shit, innit? Your leader's shit.
So he charges towards you after seeing that one of his gnolls has been felled in combat. However, this war cry and is charged towards you. It gives you more than enough time to prepare your defenses. The first attack, it comes in, you manage to just about deflect it with your shield. However, he tries to follow up with the second attack, but you've already well prepared. You've already made steps back. You manage to just easily sidestep it. It is now this doll's go up here, and he's going to aim his longbow at you, Beak. And he gets a dirty 20. So, taking advantage of your reckless attack from earlier, he managed to fire an arrow straight into your arm, dealing 5 piercing damage.
Which Noel did that?
It is null 4 up enough.
Is that with rage activated as well?
With your reckless attack, he attacked with advantage.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got rage.
Oh yeah, oh, my apologies. Then yeah, it's only 2 piercing damage.
We do.
Just a scritch.
Okay, and then finally it's Null 5. He is going to come out onto the road, and he is also going to try and fire a beak.
Scritchy, scritchy.
And he gets a 19 to hit.
That hits.
So, almost like Boromir at the end of Fellowship of the Ring. You're just getting pummeled with arrows, beak. Another one hits you in your chest, but it only deals another 2 piercing damage.
Yeah, it's fuck all, mate.
Okay.
Could take these all day.
Start of the next round. It is Null 2. And he's got unfinished business. Well, that's what I'd like to think. Instead, he sees Remio hiding behind a tree. He sees his leader behind him, apparently wanting to take on both the half-orc and the dwarf. And he sets his sights on the young woman.
What a weirdo.
Luminous, would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Bloody what if he's going to try and run straight past me?
Yeah.
I just need to roll d20 now, see if that hits.
You've got Warcaster, so you can use Mantra.
I was thinking the same.
What?
Oh, yes,
You don't
yes.
have to use your hammer.
Right, so if he's just gonna run past me, I'm gonna do a quick bap. And with that bap, I'd like to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level at him.
Let me just check.
Oh, wait.
Is it cantrips or spells?
You can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature.
I am casting Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
As long as this spell has a casting time of 1 action and targets only that creature, then yeah. Go for it.
Right,
Wow,
okay.
shouldn't have fucked.
Oh dear.
Alright, roll to attack first of all then.
That's a 21.
21 hits. What for damage?
Right, let me just count these.
Is necrotic energy also? Is necrotic energy a spell or is it cantrip?
Necrotic energy.
That's just a form of
that's just-
damage.
yeah, it's just a form of damage. What Luminous is usually using is inflict wounds.
See, the inflict wounds are told the dead are both necrotic. Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. Right. Is it 5 at... Yeah, 5d6 at 2nd level.
Unity instant kill.
That'll be 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage, okay. So, as this Null runs past you, Luminous, you curse under your breath. And seeing that it's going after this young woman, you bark a command, and this flood of light comes out of your arm. But Null doesn't see it. It was too fixated on trying to take down the young lady. And instead, it just gets pelted, centre mass, with this massive burst of light. It slows it down. Its chest is sizzling from this radiant energy, but it's not enough to take it down.
Mark.
And he keeps going.
Oh shit. Opportunity!
No! And he is going to make a attack against the young lady, but no. The force of the blast has just knocked it off balance. And Moira takes advantage of that blinding light to just sidestep out of the way. So the spear just goes harmlessly over her head. Remio, it is your go.
I should have advantage if I attack it, right?
Should you?
Guiding
Oh,
bolt?
yes, of course. Yeah.
So, while he's looking towards Moira, I'm gonna, quietly as I can, crack him on the back of the skull and try and drop him.
Go for it.
22
hits. Roll damage.
Yep. Try to remember what I actually rolled for damage with this. First hit, yeah. 1d8 plus 4. Good. 12.
You smash down on this null skull, and the satisfying crunch of his skull caving in is followed by Null just falling forwards onto its front. Its spear clatters harmless on the floor. You can see the young woman looking at you, just like bewildered, but thankful.
What she sees is Iremio launched off in the other direction, grabbing the tree, using its momentum to spin around and launch up to the Goblin Pack Leader with a flying spear strike with a quarter.
Roll to attack.
21.
21 hits.
Okay, 1d8. Oh, shit. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so you spin around using your momentum from the tree. You bring your staff to bear and you go for center mass. It impacts against the Knoll's chest, and you know you made impact. You know that you made it stagger, but the impact seemed cushioned. You can hear the telltale clink of chainmail.
I'm gonna fuel that strike in midair with a bit of ki and make it a stunning strike.
Okay, so what does he need to roll?
I think my save is 14. He needs to beat a 14 Constitution save or be stunned.
He rolled a 2. And
nice.
The Knoll Pack Leader is stunned.
Until the end of my next turn. And since he's stunned, I'm kicking him in his neck.
Okay.
Which
I believe so,
advantage
yes.
on now. Yeah. Yes, that's 21 to hit.
21 hits.
9 damage. 9 neck damage.
Okay then, so you bring down your staff again, Iremio. You're going for the snooker Q attack again, going for his neck, and makes an impact. The chain shirt doesn't come up as high as the neck. The attack still sort of bounces off, it doesn't break the neck like you're used to.
He doesn't get a reaction anyway, but I'm still gonna move a little back.
It is now Knoll Freeze go. And after seeing what you've done to his leader, he's going to ready his longbow. And completely miss. It just sails wide. Ganga's just got the best of it.
Why would he try and fucking fire another arrow at the man that caught it and stabbed it in a tree?
Because the alternative is that it goes towards Romeo. And
that's true.
I know which option I'd rather take.
Oh, you're approaching me.
Okay, Beak, it is your go.
Sick. Right. I hit with reckless abandon, and
you don't need
you
to.
need to be reckless.
Oh, is it advantage anyway?
Yeah, he's stunned.
Cool. Blood Fury activate as well.
Oh shit. Okay. Here we go.
Let me just have a look. 17 to hit.
17 hits, yeah.
Fucking sweet. So So roll 11, 17 in total. Then, and it's also plus half, isn't it?
Yep. So that's another 8 on top, so 25 damage.
Yep. I just literally run up to the guy with my great pan in hand, aim straight for the noggin.
Okay, so you rush forward, Big. This pack leader, it's bigger than the rest of the knowledge you've met so far, but he stood there, head in hands, almost as though he spent the previous day drinking to excess. And you take advantage of this, and you spin around, and with the back of your pan, straight into the side of this gnoll's face. He staggers, coughing up blood. Now pulling at his feet as he spits it out. He's still stunned.
Well, I think maybe it's time to try that again. I'm normally used to these heads flying off. Oh shit. Does 14 hit?
14 doesn't hit, unfortunately. So as you go around for your coup de grace, Gunal actually doubles over, and the pan just harmlessly passes over where his head should be.
Oops! Shouldn't have drank all that last night.
So,
dun, 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 dun.
Luminous, it is now your go.
After seeing my little, obviously still drunk friend take a swing and a miss with the pan, I'm going to take a few steps forward and just lay my hands on him and cast Inflict Wounds at 3rd level.
Why? It's so nearly dead!
At 2nd level.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
I want to make sure, damn it.
Pretty sure you could unarmed strike him at this point.
Well, I've made my mind up now.
It's
Roll
so,
for
yeah.
advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah, because he's still stunned.
Nice.
Yeah.
don't with the monk.
So I got +6 on that. 22.
22 hits, roll for damage.
So it's 4d10s.
Yep. Maybe he'll live. Maybe.
What? 4 damage.
26.
What? Why do we do this to these poor people?
You walk up towards this gnoll leader. There's a few behind that, after seeing what you did to the last one, they see you go for the same action. You grip its shoulders, and they look on in disgust and horror. As once again, you feed into it this horrible energy. You can see his skin starts to bubble and boil. You can see tears open up across his body. Blood is leaking out, and with another sickening cry, this pack lord just falls to the ground with a whimper and nothing more.
Can I take a look over at the other Null 3 and 5 and just stare at them?
Make an intimidation check.
Do I get advantage on said intimidation check, considering I've just
literally just eviscerated their leader? Sure.
Righty. 17 minus 1, 16.
16? Okay. The gnolls, even though they are terrified of what you've just done, they don't back away either.
I'm fucking coming for that one next.
now Null Four's go. He is going to once again to actually move. There we go. He's going to move a little bit further.
Oh, you've entered my area.
Very cute, darling.
Love you.
Oh, you too. Okay.
Making the most of the distraction, he's actually going to try and fire an arrow at the young girl. And it hits, dealing 6 damage to her. She staggers back as the arrow hits her shoulder, and she spins around. She starts panting. She doesn't seem used to combat. And she looks up at any of you that are looking at her, her eyes pleading. And it is Null 5's go. And he's going to try and fire an arrow at you, Luminos, trying to keep distance. Not that it did any good. He only rolled a 10.
Yeah.
So he fires an arrow, and it does hit your armor, Luminos, but it just splinters harmlessly. You don't even, stagger from the impact.
Absolute fucking beast mode's being engaged, boys.
Okay, top of round, Iremio, it's your go.
Sprinting up to Null 4, making my attack known from like here. I'm gonna wind my staff back and like point at him and sprint up and try and block him.
Alright, roll for attack.
That's 23.
23 does hit.
Okay. For 8 damage.
8 damage. So, this Null, after firing its shot successfully, one of the few successes these Nulls have actually had today, it looks towards its left and sees this balding monk sprinting towards him. And there's a hint of regret in its eyes as it realizes that was actually not the best decision I've made today.
Oh god.
I'm gonna whip the quarterstaff back on the other side of his head.
Sorry, how much did you roll damage-wise for that? 8 damage.
8 damage, sorry.
Okay, so yeah, that staff attack straight into its head. Its head is ringing now from the force of the impact. Yeah, go again for your other attack.
26 to hit.
26 doesn't. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It hits.
So on the other side of its head.
Okay.
Trying to drive it to the ground. That's only 5 damage.
Okay, still damage.
Still good damage.
It's on one knee. It's panting, holding its head. It's dropped its bow at this point. It's in too much pain.
I want to grab it by the ears and headbutt it.
Go ahead.
This is for Moira. 30.
20 hits, roll for damage.
I can tell Moira's.
It's a 6. And that's 9 damage.
Iremio, that Null had 9 HP left.
Oh!
And as you grab it by its ears, you deliver a knee into its face as it's kneeled down. You impact against its nose and it just caves in, driving it into its brain. You hear this garbled, almost like a cry, but there's too much blood in its mouth for it to actually come out properly. And instead, all you get is this crumpled mess of a Null and a bloody knee.
Nice one. I'm gonna leave the corpse and use the rest of my movement to come into the trees here.
Okay. It is now Beeg's go.
Right.
2 Nulls left.
I'm gonna go here. Orcish. No, not Orcish Fury. Blood Fury.
Yeah, you can then move it over now.
You're my new target, mister. Reckless Abandon. 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Nice. Fuck. So 7 plus 3, 10, right?
10 does not hit.
What? No, that's damage.
Oh, damage. Sorry.
I was confused then.
Yep. All right. So you rush forward, Beeg. Sorry, was that with the bonus damage as well?
Yeah. Because I rolled a 1, and then it's plus 4. Oh wait, no shit. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, plus 6. What am I on about?
So you got 7 damage, and then that will be 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rush forward, Beeg. You've got your pan in your hand. There's a big smile plastered on your face from all this bloodshed, and you just almost kind of like clotheslining with the pan. Straight to the stomach. You can see as he doubles over, the breath has just completely escaped his lungs.
Cool. So as I've done that, I kind of like twist the pan round, you know, like kind of throw it up in the air, have it do it a little spin, catch it again, and just thunk him across the chin again. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Let me have a look. So yeah, again, 17, and then plus bonus damage is 8, right?
Yeah. So 25.
Cool.
More than enough.
Yep. Is he dead?
He is super dead.
Men.
So you deliver another strike straight under his jaw. This time, with a lack of strength, this knoll just goes flying into the nearby tree.
I want to see it. Thank you.
And it just falls down, crumpled at the base of the tree. Luminos, it is now your go. There is 1 knoll left. It's been firing arrows at you, and it has done nothing.
I think
The knoll.
fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at first level at the wee bastard.
Right?
So that will be does 13 hit?
13 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Oh, bastard.
So you prepare another bolt of light in your arm, in your hand, Luminos. You fire it at this gnoll, and this gnoll has seen everything so far. You see now you nearly disintegrated one of its friends earlier. You've seen it. It's seen you eviscerate both one of its friends and its leader with just a touch, and it's already sprinting away. The guiding bolt almost turns in midair, trying to seek out this gnoll, and it just narrowly misses, and it just sails off towards one of the trees.
Fuck.
It is now the gnoll's go, and
It would be wise for him.
he's
to
going to
fuck
hook
off.
him like it.
Get after him! No. Wow,
Where
those
is it?
gnolls are really smart.
Well, one of them was. Eventually.
I've got 100 feet if I use Step of the Wind.
He's gonna come back with a gnoll head covered in blood, not his blood.
Hey, Romeo, would you like to chase down the
I-
gnoll?
Would I reach him with that 100 feet?
You would easily reach him.
Well, because he's not within my 50 feet, so I'd have to burn a key point as I start sprinting. I'm getting up to speed. I'm seeing him. I'm gaining on him.
Could be a Luminos just be like, whoa.
Key point is 10, and I'm just gonna run by him and crack him on back at ankle with
He's like a violent roadrunner.
I'm gonna be like chanting as I'm going up on that to try and put him off.
I thought monks were a peaceful folk.
Beak and Luminos, you know that Romeo is very fast. You've seen him slip around the battlefield, but you've never seen him actually reach his top speed. And as he makes his way onto the path, you see him just break into this dash. Just picks up as it goes up to faster and faster speed. This Knoll, thinking it's just about made it away from the rest of the combat, that no one's going to be able to catch up to him, or at least make any ground. It turns its head around just to hopefully see some rapidly fading figures in the distance. Instead, it sees this violent visage of a Romeo, staff in hand, with this curdling grin on his face. Roll to attack.
It's a 17 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Max damage, 12 damage.
12 damage. You swing your staff around and you trip up one of the Knoll's legs. It falls backwards, it's slamming onto its back.
No Knoll escapes from Tweedy's farm! The Remio's dash!
He's still alive. Still alive though,
It's
I think.
still alive.
Can I stand over it and grab my staff with 2 hands and drive it into its face?
Redemptioner!
Roll to attack.
It's a 19.
Hits, roll for damage.
Oh yeah, another 9
9
damage.
damage. You smash down on this Knoll's face. Blood splurts out from its nose. One of its eyes is just
Thunk.
caked in blood. And it's still gurgling. And it very weakly brings up one of its arms to try and grip onto your staff.
Can I stir it?
What do you mean?
I've smashed it into its face. I want to stir it like a cauldron.
Is that what you want to do instead of your unarmed attack?
No, I don't get an unarmed
Did
attack.
you use your Step of the Wind?
Yeah, I'll just stand over him and intimidate.
Well, for the sake of combat's pretty much finished.
I would like to just say to Luminos, I'm worried about our monk friend.
Okay, that's your turn. Luminos, what would you like to say to Beak on your turn?
I'd like to say to him, you know what, I'm weirdly proud of him at the same time.
He's one of us now.
One of us.
His adventures have changed him.
Now he's all about the brass and the violence.
On the Knolls go, it will very weakly try and grip its spear and try and deliver an attack. I will say, for the theatrical purposes, it's technically prone.
It deals 29 damage.
It is not enough, though. It can't even muster the strength to bring the spear to bear. Hey, Romeo, how would you like to finish this guy?
Step on his neck.
Yeah, we'll not drag this out any longer.
I'm kind of upset by that. I'm just gonna like gently increase pressure until it clicks.
So you increase pressure on the staff. Whatever strength allowed him to even lift his arms quickly fades, and you keep going and going until the doll is dead.
Bye.
Okay.
I'm gonna pat him down.
Okay. So all you find on him is just some very common weapons and armor. There's the spear they had that he tried to attack you with, but it's very common. It looks like it was looted. It doesn't look like it was made by the Knolls. The longbow that most of them have, that does seem to be more Knoll made. It's very crude, but for the most part, it does do its job. Unless you're a crazy monk or a heavily armored dwarf, or just a massive half-orc that doesn't care.
Not bothered.
Disappointed with my finds. I'm gonna wipe a bit of grey matter on its jacket or jerkin or whatever it's got off my staff and just start jogging back to the
so
boys.
you wipe off whatever residue that has fallen on you onto its hide armor, and you trot on back to your fellow adventurers.
I'd like to walk up to Moira now.
Okay, so Moira she's moved a little bit closer to this cart that's gone off the road. There's still the arrow that's stuck in her shoulder. And she's there. She's tugging on it ever so slightly. I suppose she's trying to take it out, but you can tell it's causing her quite a bit of pain.
Here, Moira, let me help you with that.
She looks up. She's like, well, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm just going to pull it out, and then I'm going to use compression.
You're going to use... Alright, roll for a strength check.
Fuck, I'm not killing her, am I?
No. Maybe.
So I rolled 18, and then it's plus 4, isn't it? So 22.
22, so...
Would you still be raging?
No, because he had his last turn where he was just speaking to Luminous.
Yeah. Didn't attack anyone, didn't get attacked.
No.
Forgot
I
about
mean, you
that.
were definitely proud, but you weren't attacked.
Yeah. Unless someone call me a naughty name.
No, unfortunately, there are no bards about.
22.
22. So one deft movement, you grab onto the shaft of the arrow and you just yank it out. Moira does, and you immediately hold on to the arrow wound, and you are temporarily stopped the blood escaping.
I did a good job. Boys, can someone, wrap this up? I didn't really think about that when I ripped the arrow out.
Right, if I come over here and just...
Is she wearing a cloak? Can we just rip a bit of her cloak off and wrap it around?
That's gonna get very rapey very quickly.
She doesn't have a cloak on. She did have a leather jacket on.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do the same thing.
If I come over and cast Healing Word on her, will that close it up? That'll close it up, won't it?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. I'll do that, and then I suppose, for the sake of being numerically correct, she will gain 4 points of healing.
4 points of healing. So check this. Yeah, so that pretty much heals nearly all of the damage that she sustained from the longbow. As Bede moves his arm away, the arrow hole stitches together just from you muttering a single word, Luminous. And Moira looks at the wound. She starts moving her arm. There's still a little twinge of pain, but for the most part, it's fully healed. And she looks to all three of you and she goes, "Thank you. Thank you very much. We were attacked on the road. We were on our way to the city, and usually this is a safe path, but I don't know. I've never seen gnolls this irritated and aggravated before."
We?
"Oh, mother." And she moves back over towards the cart, and she pulls over the body of the other humanoid that he spotted. As Piers mentioned, there was one that was dressed in a grey dress with gold detail.
Yeah.
And she turns the body over, and Moira will go and check for a pulse, and after a few moments, "Oh god, she's still alive. She's still alive. I'm sorry to inconvenience you any more than I already have, but please help her." Anything?
Can I ignore the tragedy and search the
Sure.
Knoll leader? I'm very confident that my buddies have got this handled, and I'm also annoyed that I didn't find anything on the other Knoll.
Luminos, what do you say?
Aye. If anything, we're trying to be good. So, I'd like to. Right, quick question.
Yeah.
If I use the gauntlets of flowing power,
Yep.
does that technically come from the gauntlets, or does that just allow me to do it as a bonus action? So
That is a separate charge from your gauntlets. So that doesn't cut into any of your spell slots.
Oh, so it doesn't cut into my spell slots. Right,
Your
cool.
gauntlets have 1 charge per day.
So I will use the gauntlets.
Okay. So you rush to the side of this fallen woman and laying your hand across her shoulder in a similar manner to how you've dealt with most of your enemies so far, and even Moira gives you this look like, please don't. But
You start strangling the poor woman.
however, the light that flows out of the gauntlets this time is calm.
And suddenly...
And suddenly she turns into a 20-foot monster. No.
But male.
Her eyes.
Gauntlets of flowing sexuality.
No. And very quickly, her eyes flutter open. Moira? Oh. No. Wait, who are you?
Aye, look, you've been in a spot of bother. There's been some very nasty folks trying to attack yous. Look, you're alright now, we've chased them all away. Moira's right here.
Grandmother, are you alright? And the two take a quick look at each other and then they hug each other. You can hear the faint sobs of Moira as she just sobs into her grandmother's shoulder. After a few moments, she helps her up and she just off her dress. It's very looks very ornate, very beautiful. Definitely not cheap. And she goes, well, I believe thanks are in order. She looks over towards the path, the fallen knolls. She sees this human just kicking over a knoll and just rummaging through its belongings.
Don't mind me.
Romeo, just make an investigation check for me.
What's my investigation? 15.
You find a pouch of 32 gold pieces, a selection of small sapphires, equating to around 250 gold pieces.
What the fuck?
And around this knoll's neck, you find this little emblem of a sword.
Like a little, like an amulet or
Yeah.
pendant thing. Cool.
Just need a quick
I'll
wee.
take that.
Alright,
I am going to do the same, actually.
cool. We'll take a little break there then.
Yeah. I'll think about how to divvy these up.
Cool.
Or if I want to.
You always do seem to get all the gold.
Told you we're saving up.
I know. I'm excited to see what you want.
By my calculations and my reading in the various guides, I am about an eighth my way there. Maybe a quarter.
I'm terrified yet intrigued.
It's it's just something that will help Iremia a lot.
Well, I mean, I didn't imagine that it was going to hinder you.
No. I want to buy a genie in a bottle. And I wish for Luminos and Beak to go away.
Do not talk to me about genies.
You encountered a genie in your other campaign? Oh dear.
I'm back.
Cool. We'll just wait on Cad and then we'll resume.
Go. What's the Remio found then?
Nothing. Nothing
you
of
heard
interest.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Contested?
Yeah,
That's
I rolled a 16.
Okay. I got a 19.
Seems like it's telling the truth.
Is this fair?
Yes.
Well, can't grumble with that. Dungeon Master said it.
Smile and give him 75 gold piece worth of small staff bags.
Thanks.
Alright, I'll give him 80.
I'm actually kind of loaded, but probably not as loaded as what Remio is right now.
Right, me lads.
Cool. Alright, so we'll resume there then. So, both of these humanoids are now on their feet. Make a quick perception check, anyone who's interested.
Yep.
Okay. 16 plus perception. 22.
Okay, so I'll say
17
with a 22. Aremio, you notice from the ship of their ears that both of them seem to have elvish lineage.
God, get back. He says, joking.
Well, I'm very grateful that you came along to our aid when you did. Apologise. It's been a very tiring day. My name is Cecilia Corvantes. I run Corvantes Collections. And she motions towards the cart, and then she almost notices, wait, hang on, this cart has been taken off the road. That would be a problem. I'd hate to intrude. Would one of you, or any of you, help me with just getting this cart back onto the road?
Me!
Make a strength check then.
Can I go into rage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that gives you advantage on so
Strength checks, yeah.
Yeah, strength checks and saving throws. Just not attacks.
yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay then, Meeg. So you walk over towards this cart, cracking your knuckles as you do so. You grab the far end that has actually gone into the ditch, and with one swift movement and this roar of anger, you push this cart, swing it around until it's back on the road again. You just off your hands, walk towards the two elvish ladies and go,
Actually, I know exactly what I want to say.
alright.
I want to wink at Moira and tell her I'm single.
Okay. Given that it was a natural 20, Moira pushes.
Oh, I'm in.
Cecilia, she rolls her eyes and chuckles. Thank you very much, Mr. Oh, sorry, I didn't get any of your names.
Call me Big Deekfist.
I'm Luminous.
And your friend over there, next to the bodies.
Oh, right. His name is his first name is Mike, and his last name is Oxlong.
So that's Mike.
Oxlong.
Mike Oxlong.
You
Aye.
forced that out.
Strange name.
I'm gonna return with the loot that I found from the Knoll pack leader. I'm gonna give Beak his 80 gold piece of sapphires.
Thank you.
That's it.
Mike, long time no see.
Oh, Mr. Oxlong, you've returned.
Where have you been?
You can see Moira behind her grandmother just giggling.
What's she giggling for? It's his name.
I'm sorry, Luminos, I didn't find anything for you.
That's okay, my bald friend. I'll remember that next time you do something stupid.
And I give him 80 piece worth of sapphires.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got your back. Wink.
The joke was good.
Well,
Aye, thank you for that, my dear friend.
No, I found nothing else.
well, I don't. Where are you off to? I'm assuming you. And she motions towards Beeg. You're from the range.
Yes.
Marvelous, marvelous.
How did
I
you
never,
know?
I never take the time to go there. I really should.
Don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's just that it's no longer there.
I'm begging your pardon, but the range is right there. And as you turn
No.
around, the mountains are still there.
The mountains may still be there, but the soul is gone.
I see.
Where you going anyway? Are you going grab and toll? Gears a lift.
Oh, well, if we're all going in the same direction, then by all means, I'm more than happy to give you a lift.
Sweet. Eremio, Luminos, got a ride, boys.
Perfect.
Can I look over the cart to make sure it's not damaged or anything?
Make a
It's
perception check.
roadworthy. Perception plus 6. 20. Dirty 20.
So, Romeo, you move towards this cart. You've not actually said much to anyone so far.
I'm not going
Fair
to.
enough. And as you look over the cart, you notice that it doesn't seem to have taken any sort of damage. It's beautifully ornate. It's very rich wood, gold inlays along the edges. You notice that there doesn't seem to be anything to actually draw the carriage from.
It's magic.
Old woman. Old woman.
Moira.
I'm gonna
Moira,
point at her. I'm gonna point at Celea. Old
Moira,
woman.
I think Eremio is trying to, do his thing and ask your friend here something.
Grandmother, I think he's talking about you.
Oh, sorry, your grandmother, not friend.
And Celia, she shakes her head as though she was daydreaming or anything like that. She goes, I'm not that old. I'm only... Sorry, you have so many that they'll blur together. At least 400.
Yes, old woman. That's very interesting. You've got no horses.
She waves a hand. No, don't bother about anything like that.
Well, you heard the lady.
Get in, loser.
Oh,
We're
I
going
am.
shopping.
I'm worried. I don't want my friend Beak to have to pull this cart.
No, I assure you, for all your efforts, I shall see that you are personally looked after.
I'm off the grid.
Can I? She seems a bit dodgy.
Do you want to make an insight check?
Do I?
Can't you just trust that the woman's gonna do something magic or something?
No. 13.
13?
Trust nothing, hate everyone. Part of my
You're
training.
so angry.
You are an angry monk.
Also part of the training.
Romeo, with your keen powers of insight, you at first feel like there's something suspicious about the way she worded a sentence, but you slowly realize she was concussed up until a few minutes ago. She seems to be on level. And she snaps her fingers, and from the cart, a series of steps fall out.
Ooh!
I jump into a ready stance.
He's remarkably jumpy, isn't he?
Don't worry about it.
As soon as the hair goes, that's it.
Be thankful that
He's
you
so
don't have to worry
angry.
about that, Moira. Now,
They get to the monastery, they lop their hair off, and then they spend ages saying, "You've got to be angry at everything." He used to be a very nice lad.
No, we didn't.
I know he's lying because I never had any hair.
Shut up, big.
It's been smooth from birth.
He come out looking like One Punch Man.
okay, so
Too angry to let hair go.
Cecilia and Moira make their way inside the cart.
I want to get on top of it because it looks a bit too small for me on the inside.
So it's not like an open cart; it is like a closed one.
Yeah, I'm getting on top because I want to talk to my little bird friend.
Okay.
I want to make sure that we're still here, we're still interested in him, and I'm still looking out for berries.
Cool. It'll, because of you being in combat, it'll just take you another few minutes to get your beast sense up and running again. At which point the wagon will have already started moving. We'll get to that in a minute. Luminous and
Can I pull the dwarf to the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, Luminos.
Iremio.
I'm a bit creeped out by this old woman.
Look, I think everything will be fine. I'm not the biggest fan of elvish people, but she seems fine enough. Any quirks, I'm putting it down to the fact that she's fucking elvish.
Yeah. If they start speaking Elvish to each other, I'll know.
Aye.
And I'll give you a wink, and you plant that hammer in the back of her head.
Right, okay. Alright.
All they're saying is, "Oh well, that Aremio's really cute."
In fact, does Luminos speak Goblin?
I can speak Dwarvish, but not Goblin.
No. Well, then we just say it quietly.
Or you could do a series of interpretive dance moves.
I think that'd be taken untoward. The interpretation for plant a hammer in the back of her head is not. It kind of gives it away, you know.
Fair enough. But no, I think there's nothing to worry about. Come on. You first, get in the fucking car.
I'll get in, but I'm going to look back at him and, give him a look.
All right then. So Remio, you're the first one to climb up the stairs. You give Luminous this look like, "Why are you doing this to me?"
If shit goes south, I want him with me.
Okay. And as you walk in, Remio, the first thing that you notice is this cart is a lot roomier than you expected.
It's a TARDIS.
Inside, there are actually rows of shelves. On the far side, there appears to be a counter, again made of the same sort of wood as the rest of the carriage. lovingly polished. It has this mirror-like sheen. There's candles, lamps along the side that give off this pleasant, warming glow. The shelves are full of all sorts of knickknack. Some of it just looks like common trinkets. Some look fairly interesting. And as you walk in as well, Luminous, you're also surprised by just how spacious it is on the inside. You see Cecilia in the middle of this room, and she spreads her arms and goes, "Welcome to Corvantes Collections."
Oh, thank you.
Upon seeing all the magical knickknacks, Iremio's eyes are going to go wide. He's going to walk straight up to the old woman and go, "Do you have an amulet of health?"
Amulet of... I'd have to go check. She snaps her fingers, and a book from a nearby shelf flies out and hovers in front of her face. And
it's the DMG.
Yes, page 234. Wait, can I give that out to the party?
But I asked it her like Dumbledore. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
He asked calmly.
Yeah.
Okay, so she starts going through this book. You can see her finger running down the pages. I believe we do. Moira, could you please go down into the cellar? I believe A12. Moira gives this quick nod. She goes into this other door, and she disappears from sight. Okay, amulet of health. Let me just see how much that would run you.
You actually have one?
According to my logs, yes.
Okay. All right. Iremio is smiling, ear to ear. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 20.
An amulet of health, it's not necessarily cheap. Granted, I'm sure we can work something out, especially with today's current circumstances.
I've only ever read of them in books. I would very much like to see it, touch it, and hear your price for it.
Hey, me too, man.
Is there a table I can start laying stuff out?
You ask, and she motions behind her, and you can see that there is a empty table.
Okay.
Sort of off towards the door.
All right. No, I'll hear a price before I start laying stuff out.
Okay. A few minutes later, Moira comes back, and she has this golden circular amulet. She passes it over to her grandmother. She turns it over in her hands. Yes, I believe this is... She takes out like this little eyeglass. Starts looking over it again in more detail. Yes. An amulet of health. Normally, for something in this condition, normally run around perhaps maybe 4,000 gold pieces.
Can I ask to borrow the eyeglass, the loop, and see if it's the real thing?
She gives you this look at first of her, saying she's a bit skeptical, but she shakes those thoughts away and goes, "By all means." She passes this on to you. Make a Arcana check.
6.
6. Okay, so you bring this eyeglass up, and as you look at this amulet, you can see that it's pulsing with some sort of magical energy, so it's certainly not a dud. But beyond that, the shape of it matches what you've read before, but with the sort of energy that it's giving off, you can't be certain.
Can I proffer the staff to her and say, what do you think about this in trade?
You mean the
Golthier staff?
She takes back her eyeglass and she takes hold of the staff, and immediately she almost sort of recoils from the touch.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you get used to that.
I certainly hope so. And she takes a look. Certainly interesting. Wonderful craftsmanship. Where did you get it?
I made it.
Oh.
So it's artisan. There's only one like it. And you can never get any more because we burned the tree.
As you say this, you can see her eyebrows raise. Oh, okay. All right. She mulls this over just a little bit more. It's certainly very well made, and I'm sure it's very powerful. I might have trouble finding a buyer. It doesn't exactly lend itself well for mercantile purposes.
No, I know, it's creepy as shit. Sorry.
Let's say with the staff and the fact that you've helped me and my granddaughter, shall we say the staff and 800 gold pieces, and the amulet is yours.
Done.
You both shake hands on this.
Will you take 600 in emeralds?
Oh, certainly.
Well, it's smaller.
Now, gems, I can turn a profit on these rather quickly.
Actually, can I have a second with my friends here?
Okay. And she tightens a grip on the amulet. Bear in mind that only Luminous is in at the moment. Beeg is still on the roof.
Ah, okay. That's fine. Luminous, I don't know if you remember, but we found a glaive.
We found the glaive, aye.
A glaive. I've been holding on to it for now, and nobody's showing any interest in it. I was just, would you let me put it part 2 in the sale?
Aye, of course. I mean, it seems like you go for it. We've not used it yet, and I think if you really want this, and to be fair, you did find it.
Well, that's true, but I wanted to check with at least one person.
No, it's completely fine by me, and hopefully after this you stop being a little angsty about the money. Jubbies, like, I don't know what's come over you.
I'm going to whisper into his ear and go, "This is wanted."
You're gonna have to say that a little bit louder.
This is what I wanted.
Just look, buy the thing.
I'm going to skip back over to the old woman, pull the glaive out of the bag of holding, and go, "How much for this?"
Her brows furrow, and well, it's obviously a glaive. They're a rather beautiful one at that. Not As her hands touch it, she notices something off about it. Moira, my dear, what do you make of this? She hands the glaive over to her granddaughter. She almost fumbles at first. It's a rather heavy glaive, but she manages to keep it upright without knocking into any shelves. And she starts murmuring under her breath. She makes a few symbols in the air.
Would I know what she's doing?
Make a Arcana check.
14.
You've never seen this in person. However, from your studies, you're fairly confident that she is trying to identify the item.
And I tell Luminos this. Ain't that cool?
And after a few moments, she goes, "Oh, that's rather unique. It seems like this is a glaive designed for controlling water. Where did you get it?"
In some water.
She shrugs, a little bit taken aback from the answer, and goes, "Okay, makes sense, I guess. Beautiful condition. I think it might be a little bit easier to sell this on rather than the staff grandmother." And with that, Cecilia, she puts her fingers together in a pyramid and goes, "The staff, the glaive. Maybe I can throw in a few little things here and there. Call it an even trade."
Fantastic.
I wouldn't want to try and cheat you out of anything. So
No, I
let me
appreciate
see
that.
if there's anything else that you might have any interest in.
Well, I appreciate that. Would she have? She was unconscious, but Moira would have seen our kind of fighting styles and stuff. And I take it I would ask her to advise her grandmother.
Okay, so you mentioned this to her, and she nods, and she goes over to her grandmother, who's murmuring to herself, referencing a book, looking over the shelves. You can hear them mutter every so often. They'll chance glances at the two of you. You can hear hushed whispers. Okay. I'll need some time then. All right.
We've got a bit of time, haven't we?
I'm going to give Luminos a look. It's the look.
Cecilia comes towards you and goes, my granddaughter mentions that you're very accomplished fighters. Took down those gnolls with no problems whatsoever. Had I been conscious, I'm sure I would have been able to hold my own, but all the same, I certainly appreciate your assistance. I'd like to spend some time just going over my inventory, seeing if there's anything that would assist you any further. While I'm doing that,
By all means.
By all means, there's a separate room. Would you care for any tea?
I'm all right. Me personally, Remio.
I've had tea recently.
Oh, some
No,
wine,
thank you,
perhaps?
thank you very much for the offer. But we almost had a spa day. I mean, we were in a big battle recently, and we've drank more than our fair share over the past couple of days. So
she does chuckle at that. Very well. Well, at the very least, we do have some comfortable seating in the next room.
brilliant.
Well, we'll take you up on that.
My ass is ready to be plunked down.
And Moira will show you through to the next room. And there's some lovely red velvet benches. And as you sit down, it's some of the most comfortable seats you've had in quite a while.
Before I sit down, can I check for traps if they're not in the room?
You may check for traps.
I'm really getting bad vibes from them. What would I use for that?
That would be investigation, I believe.
Investigation. Fuck. Natural one.
Seems perfectly fine.
I'll plump my arse down.
Nothing happens. We'll cut back to you, Beak. You have no idea what's going on. Your friends have gone into the cart. It's not moved yet. After a few minutes, you attune back to the natural surroundings, and Pierce will fly out from a nearby tree, land on your finger again. Wow. That was some battle.
It was.
Did
Would you be impressed if I said that wasn't even the greatest battle we've been in, Little Pierce?
I'm very impressed. I mean, I was already really impressed. Now I'm very impressed.
Very good. As payment, here's a few berries. Feel free to hang around. We're just heading up to Graventoll now. I think we'll be fairly safe, but if you can keep a lookout for us, your help will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, all right. You gonna be out here, or are you gonna be inside, or what's the deal?
Yes, just for you, I'm gonna stick about on the roof. I'm gonna chill out a little bit, have a little lay down, think about the things that's happened. I'm pretty sure we've got plenty of berries for you. We'll keep the steady supply going up. If you just excuse me for a second though, Pierce, I just need to do a little bit of something. And I motion for him to just hover off my finger a little bit, or, chill on the side.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Pierce, with the cart, it's got like these, at the corners, there's like these, I don't know how you describe it actually. But there's like a small perch for the bird.
Like little rails.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
So it'll just go to a corner and it'll just sit there.
Brilliant. I'd then like to hang half my body off one of the rails and just knock on the door.
Yep. As you do that, Cecilia will open the door. She comes face to face with you upside down. Hello, Mr. Beak. Yes, how can I help?
Hello, Cecilia. I don't mean to, be rude or anything, but I've noticed we've not been going for a little while.
Oh,
whoa! It's really big in there, actually. Because I've just noticed it's really big in there now.
Yes, your friend Mike, was it? Yes.
Yes.
He was making a business proposition.
Oh yeah. What's going on? What you got over there, Luminos? Mike. Eremio.
They're not in the same room. They've gone off to a different room. Yes, I'm just going through all of the legalities, just getting everything together for the trade.
Brilliant.
Sorry, yes, I'm sure you had another question.
Yeah, I've got a quite keen sense of smell. I think I could smell some loose leaf tea by any chance.
Well, you're in luck.
There's one of them up here, please, love.
Certainly. And she takes a moment, she goes back into the cart, and about a minute later she comes out with this dainty little teacup. She brings it up towards you and goes, "No, that won't work, will it?" And instead you can see that there's a ring on her finger, a gold band with an amethyst in the centre, and it seems to glow ever so slightly, and the teacup lifts up unaided and comes to the top of the cart.
Wow.
Do you have it, Mr. Beak?
That's incredible.
I would ask that you do be careful with that. That was my mother's. Bless her soul.
I shot the tea.
Is it all right?
Yes.
Oh,
You can have this back now, and I'm happy. I'm happy for the rest of the travellers up here, and I'll come a knocking if I see something wrong.
Marvellous. We'll be setting off shortly. Moira was just making sure that your friends are comfortable. And she'll wave her hand, and the teacup will fly back towards her.
Brilliant. Just let them two know. Pierce is okay. He's doing good, and he's still going to be with us.
Oh, I didn't notice another friend of yours.
You don't need to know. They'll understand.
Okay. Will you be all right up there?
Yep. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be the lookout on the ground, and we've got a lookout up in the air.
Well, I feel safe already.
Brilliant.
Okay. So yeah, we move back into the cart itself. Moira is still in the room with you two. She's busy making a few drinks. She goes towards you, Luminos, and goes, thank you for healing me.
Aye, no problem, no problem. It's just what I do. It's part of the job, you know.
Well, it's rare that you see hospitality like this outside of the city walls, so I'm very thankful to you and your friends. She nods towards you as well, smiling.
I'm keeping my peepers peeled.
Is there anything I can do to make you any more comfortable? Perhaps any food or anything of the sort?
Do you play any instruments?
I play the flute every now and then.
I could really go for some hammer dulcimer right now.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that one.
Maybe a harpsichord.
Oh, and she sprints out of the room, and a few moments later,
Soon as she's gone, I'm gonna go to Luminos. We gotta get out of the graters. They're gonna kill us, rob us in ears.
Look. How do you know?
Don't. And I want to be wrong.
Well,
I really do want the amulet of health.
how much are you willing to give up for the amulet of health?
Exactly what was agreed on in the trade.
Not
And no
even
more.
just a nibble.
I've heard of monks who are immune to disease and poison. I am not one such. I'm not risking it.
As soon as danger
I've got to go pretty soon.
yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon.
Cool.
Look, as soon as danger arrives, I'll be the first to act.
Can't tell me that you don't get creepy
Why
vibes
she's
from the old
creepy?
one.
That's because she's a fucking elf.
Got a valid point, actually.
I mean, she drives around selling weird things. Look, I think you're overreacting, and until I see otherwise, I think we should carry on.
I guess you've got a point. I'll sit back down and
As
wait.
you do so, Moira comes back in, and she has this miniature harp. She sits it down on the table, and she says a word that you believe is in Elvish. The harp grows to about... it's smaller than a regular harp, and with another word, the harp starts playing. It's a very it's a simple tune, but it's pleasant. Oh, by the way, grandmother says that she's finalised the items for the deal. If you're interested.
I am interested. And thank you for the music, by the way.
It's our pleasure. It's not often that we get guests on the road, especially ones that are so polite.
Quite gracious hosts.
If you'd like to come this way. And,
yes, let's go this way.
I'll follow behind.
Yep. So she leads you both into the central room with all the items on the shelves. You can see Cecilia at the counter. There's the staff and the glaive on the counter, alongside an amulet and a small potion.
Oh.
And as she looks up, she sees both of you and goes, "Splendid. I've had a look through our stock just to see if there's anything that will benefit you in the future. From what I've heard from my granddaughter and from your friend Beeg, it seems like you're no stranger to fighting. So I've plucked this out of my inventory as well. It's commonly referred to as a potion of heroism. From what I understand, the consumer has this well of additional strength to draw from. Seems perfect for those going into battle. And yes, I would say that with the items that you've provided for me today, I'm happy to let both the potion and the amulet go.
Fantastic. Luminos, I suppose. You may as well take this potion. I'll happily take the amulet.
Right, definitely. I think that'd be a cracking wee thing to have in my arsenal.
Splendid.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Eremio, remove your items, the staff and the glaive, and you can have your amulet of health. And Luminos, you can have the potion of heroism.
Oh, perfect.
Goodbye, killing me, staff.
And with regards to the potion of heroism, for 1 hour after you drink it, you gain 10 temporary hit points for the next hour, and you are under the effects of the bless spell.
Sick. I will add that.
So whenever you make a attack roll or a saving throw, you can add an additional d4.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's a little bonus. Okay, I believe our matters are concluded for this transaction. Let's be off. Moira, if you'd care to get the cart moving. She nods. She moves towards a door on the far end of where you have been staying. You notice that Moira has now appeared out of the front of the car. Oh, hello, Mr. Beeg.
Oh, hello. Scared me there for a second. I was just chilling.
Oh, well, I hope that this doesn't frighten you any further then. And she, from her leather jacket, she pulls out a book. She starts flicking through the pages. Goes, where is it? Ah, here we are. And she starts murmuring under her breath. She has a wand as well that she's swirling in midair. And within a few moments, a horse materializes in front of the cart.
Beeg dies of heart attack immediately.
Cool. Roll up your next character for next time.
Yeah, I'm rolling him up now. But yeah, cool.
Well, grandmother seems to think so. Always insisting I should go off to university, but the open road, it's always called to me more. The institutions.
Uni what?
Oh, there's a place in the capital full of books. I can learn more magic there.
Oh, My friend Iremio or Luminos might be interested in books.
Well, I'm sure they'll have plenty to look at from grandmother's collection.
I
She's
hope
been
so.
in business for the last 200 years.
Oh.
Anyway, and she whips the reins, and this newly materialized horse neighs and starts to trot off, towing the car behind. And cart moves towards the sun. Well, the setting sun, I believe, at this point. And towards Graventoll.
Nice.
Iremia will sit in the red stool room,
Yep.
or whichever it was, red
Yep.
benches, and start meditating and attuning to the Amulet of Health.
So, with regards to the distance that you've still to travel, I'm no good with distances, so you'll have to bear with me. So, I would say that it's reaching nightfall when you get to Graventoll.
If it were 20 miles away and the average walking speed is like 4 kilometers an hour,
Okay.
then yeah, it's probably like 6-7 hour walk, something like that.
Okay. And seeing as yourself in the morning as well, so yeah, if we say it's towards the evening, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems about fair.
So you get to the gates, it's the car stopping. You do from hear these muffled voices. Big cart. You hear a guard shouting from the walls. Very sandy looking walls, but solid. Halt! Who's going there?
I just go, hold up, hold up, hold up, and then I just kind of lean over the railings and just 3 gentle knocks on the door.
Okay. And after a few moments, the door opens again, and Cecilia comes out to say, "Yes, Mister. Oh, we're here. Little sooner than I expected, but no matter." She waves to the guards, and they nervously wave back. "Hello, Cecilia. It's late. Who's your friend?" Pointing towards you, Beak.
Boyfriend.
Well, I said, "Who's your friend?" But
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like more like boyfriend.
Cecilia chuckles. "A few friends that I made on the road. Had a spot of bother with some of the inhabitants of the plains. Nothing that my new friends can handle." "New friends, eh?" "Cecilia, you know the rules. I can't just let them in just because you said so." All right, fair enough. Mr. Beak, if you could please get down from the cart. I will wait for you inside the city walls.
What? Wait, what? What we're doing? We need to go inside.
Yes, it's just they're very jumpy, you see. They'll just need to run a few background checks.
I'll make them fucking jump if they don't let us in.
In the event that we can't wait any longer, I don't know how long these things usually take nowadays. You can always ask for directions towards the Bronze Vault.
Okay.
It's a favourite place of mine, and I'm sure that will be a perfect place for you and your friends as well.
Brilliant.
Plenty of drinking food and anything you require, really. Anyway, sorry, I'll go grab your friends.
Nah, and then I do a front flip off at the top of the cart.
Make a performance check.
You fucking know it. I rolled a 7.
7? Okay, so you try and do a front flip off of the cart. As you reach the edge, you sort of lose your nerve. But the momentum's already carrying you at this point, and it almost seems like you fall off. You just about manage to stick the landing, however. Not your most graceful flip, but not your worst either.
We're going to say, can I try and save it by landing on my side, one leg propped up and one hand propping up my head, and I just kind of wink at her?
Sure. And as you do so, you can see Moira blushing once again.
Ha! More where that came from if you hang about with me.
The lone guard that was on the ramparts, you can see him motion towards someone that you can't see, and he's joined a moment later by a second guard. The first one is looking a bit amused. The second one is a bit puzzled why there's a cart and a half orc outside the city wall.
Cart and a half orc. The D&D campaign.
Eventually, Cecilia asks for you, Eremio and Luminos to come out as well. And she'll go, yeah, so these are all free. Met them on the road. If it counts for anything, I can certainly vouch for them. And the guard goes, I mean, that'll get them so far. They've got to go through processing voids. It's been one of those weeks. I'm sure you understand. Rules are rules.
Is this guard? Is he at the gate
He's
or like on top of it?
And he shouts out to the field. Listen, lads. I'm going to be opening the side gate here. If you can come through, we'll get this all straightened out. Just for the protection of the city, I'm sure you'll understand.
I suppose I can get. I understand it. Oh, you bet.
I understand how these things can be, and as discreet as possible, I want to catch his attention to my hand and throw him a gemstone and wink. But if we could be on our way as soon as possible, I think that would be for the best for everyone.
So are you actually throwing this gemstone to him? Or are you just...
Well, I was hoping he'd be at the gate and I could slip it into his hand, but I'm committed now.
So you're throwing it to him? Or...
Yeah, but I want it to be known to him that it's a bribe.
Okay, make a...
Or an attempt at bribery,
Make a
anyway.
dexterity check to throw it towards him.
So this is a 25 gold worth gemstone. Thank God I get a bonus to dexterity. 6.
6. It gets about halfway towards him, and he just falls on the ground next to the wall. The guard sort of peers down and goes, listen, lad, I mean, we'll get you through as soon as we can. It's just standard process, won't take too long, and you'll be on your way. You'll have help.
I knew it'd work.